King D, back with another one. Alright now, calm down, calm down. I mean it, it'll go to my head. And we'll have less of that as well. Less. I'm not just a piece of meat, okay? Right guys. So, let's get on with the video, shall we? So, momentum. What am I on about? What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you. So obviously it's New Year's. New Year's, and like I said in a previous video, New Year, new me, baby. And I think we should all have that approach where we want to be better than we were the year before. And we also want a better year than we had the year before. Now, last year, it ain't gonna take much beating for me. And the reason why I talk about momentum in this one is because, I mean, last year I come out like a steam train, hour on it, and you know, there wasn't really 5 minutes in a day where I wasn't doing something productive. I was just on it, and I kind of rode that momentum and just kept going. And it was great, although I will say I did burn myself out, and I did talk about this as well. So it's all well and good, you're riding that momentum, yeah, and off you pop, and you know, and get on with it. But you've got to understand you're human as well. So this is my first point, but there's my main point's coming up, so stick around, okay? So yeah, first point is riding that momentum, but understand you have limitations. You do need a bit of downtime, a bit of time to recharge, and you know, like the whole meditating and shit like that is doing nothing. Sometimes we need to do a little more of nothing. And when I say nothing, I don't mean sitting on the sofa staring at the telly and scrolling on your phone and things like that. I mean nothing. I mean meditating. I mean reading. I mean something fucking healthy, and I mean going for a nice walk. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. So, and my other point for momentum is, how do you get momentum? Think about that one, right? How do you get momentum? You build it, don't you? Momentum is built, yeah? So for me, I mean, last year, first 6 months, great. You know, I was extremely productive. Hang on, I'm sat on my balls. It'll happen to you when you get to my age. So yeah, great first 6 months, and then obviously, then I had really bad back problems where I was literally, every 10 minutes at work I was dropping to my knees in pain, and I was having to climb back up, pick the shovel back up, and keep going. Another 10 minutes, bang, I hit the deck again, climb back to my feet. So obviously, I wasn't making much money, I didn't feel great, I was fucking knackered because I was in constant pain. So obviously, it was around that time when my momentum just went, and you know, things got difficult. And obviously seeing my dad deteriorate the way he was, and then eventually die, oh dog shit, do you know what I mean? And then that were it. I just had no energy whatsoever. And since then, it's been a slow build. Yeah, it's been a very slow build, because obviously I work on my own, and it's a fucking hard job as well. So one thing, I've got no one to pick me up, yeah, at work, you know, keep me motivated, keep going, we can do this together, you know, that camaraderie. So I didn't have that. I know I'm talking a lot about me right now, but we will get to the fucking point. So I didn't have that. And just look at some days as a fucking mountain, and you just look ahead and you think, oh shit, I'm gonna do that on my own, right? So I'll do it. But then after that, you know, before, it was work all day, shoveling, grafting, get the job done, get home, shower, gym, come back home, bang a video, do some editing, go to bed. And that was what I was doing, yeah. And it was great, but okay, you know, once my dad passed, it was literally go to work, and I couldn't even fucking hold my head up. So there was no going to the fucking gym. For a while there was no doing this, because I mean, I tried it a few times and it was just terrible. It was absolutely shit. One thing, I mean, as you know, I'm a charismatic dude, right? There was nothing, there was just no energy about my videos. I couldn't even find the, I mean, I'm still struggling with that now. Finding the words, rambling to some extra degree where I'm not even making any sense. And you know, it was affecting my videos. I couldn't really do it properly, not to the level or the standard that I want to do. So it took time. It took a lot of time, and obviously, because I didn't have the energy to do anything. One thing, I was fucking bored. I come home, I wasn't tired enough to go to sleep, but I was too tired to do anything else. So there was no going to the gym, and just beating myself up about it a little bit and all, which we shouldn't do. And you know, after a little while of thinking about it, I stopped doing it as well, thinking, oh, I should be doing this, that, and the other. Why am I not doing that? It's part of the fucking grieving process, isn't it? Which is another video entirely. So it's not what this one's about. We're talking about momentum, but my point is, it's been a slow build, my momentum, yeah. And then obviously, I just had enough in the tank really to get through the year, and I only just made it through the year out, you know, by the skin of my teeth. And I was getting back into the gym, not quite as frequent as I was before, and I was still not what I was at all, especially with belly over Christmas as well. I've got some work to do, guys. If I took a picture of my belly on Christmas Day, and I'm going to use that as my before picture, and as soon as I can see my abs again, we'll do an after one. Yeah, bit of motivation and inspiration for you guys, because it wasn't good. Yeah, because you know, I was doing a lot of binge eating, and you know, I'll admit that, to the point where, you know, I'm burning my fucking throat out, fucking heartburn and painful stomach because I've just ate so fucking much, yeah, and getting intoxicated and just a lot of bad things. Because, well, one thing, I've got ADHD. I have to be stimulated. I have to be doing something, and I have to be stimulated. So being in a position where I had zero energy, what was I going to do? I didn't have the energy to do healthy habits at all, and I needed to get out of this because I'm at work all day on my own, and I live on my own as well. So this can be a dark place when you got no one to talk to. And of course, I didn't feel like I was in a position to talk to somebody, and that took a while. And that was a lesson to learn as well, which I taught you guys. I've done a video on it. Yeah, I've probably done a few videos on it. And there'll probably be more as well, because there's a lot of angles and a lot of things to look at. And again, I'm still not on the subject, am I? Bear with me, I'm getting there, guys. I am getting there, okay? So, what I'm trying to say is, I was, you know, last year brought me to my knees several times, and I finished the year half the man I was, yeah? And that's, I'm alright without admitting that, because when I look back, I think, fucking hell, it was tough. The last 6 months really, really tested me. And as much as I could beat myself up thinking, you know, being half the man I was, but when I really think about it, that's not the case. In fact, I'm a stronger the man than I was. Yeah, I wasn't as motivated, and I wasn't doing X, Y, Z as much as I was earlier last year. But I was going through stuff. I was enduring a very tough time, and I was still keeping my head above water, which was a challenge in itself, and still banging these videos out, yeah, and again getting back into the gym. But then I did feel, because I've not had any time off at all, yeah, I've not really had any time off, so I've been knackered, yeah. And another thing I've been aware of is, you know, listening to my body and taking that time off. So instead of just having a week off over Christmas, I knew I needed to. One thing for my injuries, because I mean, my wrist has been knackered, still not great, ligament damage or something. My knee, you know, there was a few days I couldn't put any weight on it. I mean, tri-block paving on one leg was not fun. Yeah, so I was off to a bad start, and my point is, and I'm getting there now, 10 minutes in, Jesus Christ, I woke up, well, I went to bed New Year's Day, early hours of the morning. Obviously, I stayed up for New Year, and I did get intoxicated. I thought, I'm going out with a bang, yeah. And I wanted to reflect on the year I had, a little me time. It was beautiful. It was nice. It was nice to really look back on the year, and that's what made me think as well that, you know, much as I feel like I'm half the man I was, that's not the case. I've just been surviving. So my intention was get up, even though I was up late, get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, get straight out of bed, not lingering around, go for a jog. I don't fucking jog. I might lift weights in the gym, but I don't jog. I can never get my breathing right. I thought, I'm jogging. Even though I hate it, I'm jogging. I didn't get out of bed till 8, right? My alarm went off at 7, but I didn't get out of bed at 8, and I'm thinking, only I'm sleep deprived, yeah, and I was intoxicated the night before, yeah, so I just felt lousy anyway. And that's what made me think. I was like, I disappointed myself there, but at the same time, I set myself up to fail, yeah, because what was I expecting? Right, I've been tired and I'm drained, and then I've had 2 weeks of just filling my face, getting fat, and just resting, yeah, which is really what I did need. I did need to rest. So obviously I'm not as fit as I was. I'm not as motivated as I was. None of these things, yeah. I didn't have the drive. I was just tired. So day one, I had all this big vision of like, just not going to stop all day. I'm just going to be doing, then I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that and do that. I'm just going to constantly be doing stuff. And don't get me wrong, I was very productive in the end. It was just a bit of a slow start. But still not as productive as I wanted to be. But hey, that's what made me, that's the whole point of this video, is that you've got to build momentum, yeah? So the way you really want to see it is like baby steps, yeah? You're taking baby steps. So this week, I'm doing a lot more than I did the week before. And next week, I'm going to be doing a lot more than I'm doing this week, and so on, yeah? So you keep building. And same when my dad passed and I had no energy, it was building. Slowly building myself back up, yeah? Like a house, you don't build a house in a day, do you? It don't work that way. It takes time, yeah? One brick at a time, okay? So, you know, click your fingers, right, there's a house. Same as, right, I was on about jogging, right? I don't jog. Am I going to expect to do 20 miles on my first jog? No. Are you going to go to the gym? Am I going to go to the gym for the very, very first time and bench 200 kilograms? No. You got to build. You know what I mean? You start off small. So wherever you're at in life, that's your starting point, yeah? So you're definitely going to do more than that. And it's going to be hard, right? You can't just go from that to all the way over here. It takes fucking time. So I really want you to bear that in mind. So people, if you've got New Year's resolutions and maybe you've not come out the gate as fast or as well as you'd hoped, then as long as you're doing more and you're doing better than you was last year, last week, whatever, then you are building momentum, yeah. So if it's discipline, you don't just wake up disciplined if you've never had any discipline in your life. This is something I've struggled with. I had no discipline in my early years, absolutely zero. Yeah, so that's taken time to build. You know what I mean? So, and again, I've had a slack Christmas, so I've lost that discipline to some degree because I have been eating shit and getting fat, yeah, and not been in the gym. So I'm out of shape and I keep touching my belly because it's new. Like I'm carrying a child, right? So, yeah, you've got to build at it. Same as discipline, you've got to build. It takes time, little steps. So do not beat yourself up if the progress you're trying to make doesn't seem to be coming on very quick. It doesn't matter. It will get there, yeah? Same as, you don't go into the gym and next day you've got a great body. No. It takes time, it takes hard work, it takes again, discipline, but it takes consistency as well. So if there's a new year, new you, you got to be consistent with that, yeah, and build, and you'll get there. So have a vision in your head of, you know, the person you want to be, and keep thinking about that, yeah, and know, right, there's the goal, there's the target. And I've said this before as well, enjoy the journey. Be grateful that you're finding this strength to do it, and that you've got the desire there, and the fire in your belly to be better, because there's a lot of people, they haven't. Yeah, so that's a gift in itself. It's something you should be grateful for, that you want to better yourself, because so many people, they're stuck in this, you know, they're a slave to the comforts, and they can't see past it, and they're content with it, yeah, or they tell themselves they are, yeah, not, maybe some are, but there's a lot that won't be, yeah. I can look back at times I've told myself that, and I wasn't lying to myself, okay. So again, recap, whatever you like, you're not going to be who you want to be overnight, yeah. I wasn't, yeah. I was like, cold shower helped, that woke me up, yeah. I didn't want to do that either. So I'm doing cold showers every day now. So I'm building on it, yeah. Same as I want to be meditating, I want to be reading. I still haven't read much, but I've read damn sight more than I have the last 6 months, okay, yeah. So again, I'm building myself back up to how I was, and then some, yeah. Provided, you know, another disaster in my life and everything else going tits up daily like it was this year, last year. So there you go, yeah. And again, enjoy the process, right? So when I can see after this week is over, and I can look and think, right, well, I've done this, that, and the other. I've been to the gym 4 or 5 times this week. I'm doing my videos, you know, all these things, and I can be like proud of myself and think that's a damn sight more than I did the week before. And then I'm looking for next week, thinking, right, I've got to beat last week, yeah. To some degree, I've got to beat it, yeah. So I've got to push myself a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. But it's not a big step. It's progress is small and gradual, yeah. And I'm going to enjoy that, because I'm going to look at it and think, yes, I am improving. Self-improvement, boys and girls, my kings and queens, self-improvement. So there you go, yeah. Enjoy that process, enjoy the journey of improving, and be proud of yourself every week and think, God, I did better this week than I did the week before. Be proud, soak it up, because that's fuel as well. That's like, yeah, you'll stand a little taller, and you'll be eager the week after to think, I'm going to smash it even harder the next week, yeah. Momentum, that's momentum, guys, okay. Build it and then run away with it, yeah. So like the video if you like the video, drop us a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Do tell your friends, appreciate it, I really do. It helps get this off the ground. I mean, you know, YouTube's not really on our side early on, so any support and help is greatly appreciated, it really is. So again, like a like and a comment and whatever, it really pushes the channel a lot further than it would. So if you could do that, thank you. It really means a lot, you know. And then you're doing your bit and all, because I'm trying to help everybody. And you'll be helping everybody by helping me. So great stuff. Be the best you, and do it for you. Cheers.